Hello, everybody. I'm Joshua Dufferita, aka DJ Joshua the Clown here. But guys, my life isn't the way I want it to be. Please invent time travel so I can go back to Wednesday, June 4th, 2008, turning 10 years old. So I can go back to turning 10 years old on Wednesday, June 4th, 2008. So I can be the first 10-year-old kid ever to have a phone to get pictures of road signs, have a Flickr and Twitter account, so I can go ahead and have a first YouTube channel ever to make videos on. So I can make a second YouTube channel and a third YouTube channel and all these multiple YouTube channels that would have my first and last name on. Please invent time travel so I can go back to July 2008 and make sure Nickelodeon gets Drake and Josh to be renewed for adult seasons, season 5 through season 14 in July 2008 through 2020 of April, and get Merry Christmas Drake and Josh to come in 2012 on November 29th, and Best Christmas Ever come in 2008 of December. And get Drake and Josh Go Hollywood come in 2013, and get another Christmas TV film come in 2014 on December 1st titled Drake and Josh Merry Christmas. Please get all this to happen so I can go back in time and start over. You guys need that time travel so that I can go back to August 2008, being a third grade student at Blue Angels Elementary School, so that I can go ahead and have Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie, having my 3rd through 5th grade teacher in August 2008 through 2011 of May, so I can be class of 2011, so that I can go back to August 2011 through May 2014, going to Jim C. Bailey Middle School in 6th through 8th grade, so that I can go ahead and be a car rider with Mom every morning through afternoon in August 2008 through 2011 of May, going to room 603 in the morning through afternoon and whatnot, so that I can go ahead and be a car rider, having me bringing me to Jim C. Bailey Middle School every morning through afternoon in 2011 of August through 2014 of May, so that I can go ahead and have Mom pick me up 3:45 in the afternoon every day at Jim C. Bailey Middle School in August 2011 through May 2014, so that I can go ahead and have 11 men teachers and a classroom across from the water fountain that's near the car rider checkout and whatnot. And you guys need that time travel too, so that I can go back to May 2014, being class of 2014 at Jim C. Bailey Middle School graduating, so that I can go back to August 2014, being a 9th grade student at Escambia High School, so that I could stay in room 305 for the rest of the day, so that I could go back to April 2013, searching for a new papa to fill in for Jim C. Bailey, who died in 2013 of March, so that I can go back to 2014 of August, having Mr. Knowles, Mr. Caroline, and Mr. Harris as my 9th through 12th grade teachers again, having them be my new papa, so that I can go back to room 134 for math, going to Miss Cook's room and whatnot, so that I could stop doing PE in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, doing NJRTC, so that I can go back to May 2018, having honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich for the second time. I had it for the first time in June 2009, so that I can go back to June 2009, turning 11 years old on Thursday, June 4th, 2009, having honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich for the first time, so that I can go back to 2018 of May, having honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich for the second time, where Mr. Bennett brought me something from Whataburger, honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich for the second time in 2018 of May, so that I can go back to May 2018, graduating Escambia High and whatnot. And you guys need that time travel as well, so that I can go back to Monday, June 4th, 2018, turning 20 years old, so that I can go back to August 2018 through May 2020, riding on Miss Ann's bus and Miss Michelle's bus again, and going to Longleaf, so that I can go ahead and hang out with Casey Hurlston and my friends that graduated Escambia High with me, so that I can go back to Longleaf, staying there for the rest of the day, talking to Robert Stewart, Albert Roberts, William Mallion again, so that I can do stories with Albert Robert and whatnot, so that I can go back in Miss Ann's bus back to CAY, so that I can go ahead and go home on Miss Michelle's bus, so that I can go home and see my father or my mother in the afternoon, so that I could get time travel to be real. And I want you guys inventing time travel as well, so that I can go back to March 2011, seeing SpongeBob getting renewed for Season 8 on March 26th and whatnot in 2011, so that I can go back to May 2010, doing Field Trip Day in Boy Angels Elementary School, 4th grade, May 2010 for the final time, so that I could end a contract in May 2010, doing Field Trip Day, so that I can go ahead and wait till October 2011 to do Field Trip Day at DeLuna Lanes, so that I can go back to December 2011, going to Special Olympics Field Trip Day again, so that I could do that, so that I can go back to April and December 2012, going to Tate High School for Field Trip Day and whatnot, so that I can go back to March, December 2013, doing Field Trip Day at Tate High School, so that I could end a contract after doing Field Trip Day in December 2013, so that I could stop doing Field Trip Days in January 2014 through May 2018, so I could stop doing that, so that I can go ahead and do PE in 9th grade in 2014 of August through May 2015, and end a contract in May 2015 to stop doing PE in August 2015, so that I will not do any PE in August 2015 through May 2018, so that I can go back to August 2017, doing personal fitness with Mr. Bennett in 12th grade and whatnot, and I want you people knowing that too, and you guys need that time travel as well, so that I can go back to the year 2012, seeing SpongeBob getting renewed for Season 5 until 2017 and whatnot, so that I could get SpongeBob to be renewed for Season 11 and Season 12 in 2018 through 2020 through future years and whatnot. And I want you guys inventing time travel as well, okay? So that I can go back to February 2016, seeing Drake and Josh getting adult reboot, so that Drake and Josh could live on their own without Megan and without their parents and without seeing Crazy Steve, so that I could get Drake and Josh renewed for Season 5 through Season 14 being adult season, Season 5 through Season 14 in July 2008 through 2020 of April and whatnot, so that in Season 5 through Season 14 it'll only feature Drake and Josh and Helen without their parents and without Megan and without Crazy Steve. So I want you people knowing that too. And you guys need that time travel as well, so that I can go back to February 2010, asking Nickelodeon to put Sandy Cheeks at SpongeBob episode Down Without Tears, so that she could stop Squidward from yelling at SpongeBob, so that she can stop Squidward from telling SpongeBob stop crying, so that I can get her to stop Squidward from yelling out Krabby Patty nothing and all that. So, really, I'm fine with that. And I want you people knowing that too. You guys need to invent time travel as well, so that I can go back to August 2013, seeing my 8th grade, being 8th grade student, seeing my friends that are 8th graders like me, Casey Hurlston, and William Mallion, Albert Roberts, and all that, so that I could go ahead and meet 6th grade students. No, so that I can meet some new friends that are 6th grade students in 2013 of August. Emily Kaysen, Molly Warford, and Patricia Adams, and Braden Watkins, so that I could get Micah Moore to come with me to Escambia High, being a 9th grade student like me in August 2014 through 2018 of May and whatnot. And you guys need Yvette time travel as well. So that I can go to Boy Angels Elementary School in the morning, waiting at the bus ramp for Miss Becky to come pick me up from Boy Angels and bring me to Escambia High. So I'm waiting at the bus ramp with Mom, so that I could go ahead and get on Miss Becky's bus and go back to Boy Angels Elementary in the afternoon, having Mom waiting at the bus ramp at Boy Angels Elementary, dropping me off to my mother in the afternoon and whatnot, so that I could get my family to move to a new house in 2022 December, which I cannot tell you where at the new house I want them to move at because it's personal information, so that I could have Mimo move in with my mother and my father and my brother in 2023 of January, while I move out in 2021 of June. I just cannot tell you where at this new house I want my family to move to in 2022 of December when I go back in time, because I do not want to give out personal information, okay? I live in Pensacola, but I'm not going to tell you where at this house I live, and I'm not going to tell you where in Pensacola I live, because I do not want to give out my personal information. Now please invent time travel so I can go back to June 2008, so that I could go ahead and get pictures of old road signs and new signs and whatnot. And I want you guys doing that for me too, okay? I want you guys knowing that too. You guys have to invent time travel so that I could stay in room 305 for the rest of the day with my new papas and teachers, Mr. Knowles, Mr. Caroline, and Mr. Harris in room 305 in August 2014 through 2018 of May, so that I can go to NJROTC in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade and stop doing PE all the time. So that I could stay with Mr. Knowles, Mr. Caroline, and Mr. Harris at Escambia High while Miss Cook and the other teachers go on a field trip to Special Olympics, so that I could stay in room 305 all day and not do any more field trip days at all in 9th through 12th grade. So that I could wait 5 years later, from December 2013 all the way, so that I could wait till December 2018 to do field trip days again, so that I can go back to Cordova Mall in December 2018 and 2019 doing field trip days again, so that I can go back to March 2019 and 2020 and October 2019 to go to Marcus Point field trip day again, so that I could go back to 2019 and March and 2020 and doing Tate High School for field trip days again and whatnot, so that I can go ahead and have 3 men teachers at Longleaf and have Miss Tracy being in the teachers lounge and having 3 men teachers that would be my trade school teachers and whatnot, so that I could go ahead and hang out with Robert Stewart, William Mallion, and Albert Roberts, and Casey Hurlston and my friends again. But really, Michaela Florida will have to live in Juneau, Alaska, in June 2008. She would have to go to a different middle and high school and 2-year program in Juneau, Alaska. So Big Bobby and Thomas Ashworth will both have to move to Canada in June 2008. So that they can go to a different elementary, middle, and high school in Canada. Because I did not seem to like Thomas Ashworth. Although I enjoyed hanging out with Alan Fink and had absolutely no regrets at all. Okay? So that I can go ahead and meet my 3rd grade students in August 2008 friends, Casey Hurlston, Micah Moore, William Mallion, and Albert Roberts, and my friends and whatnot. So Michaela Florida will have to move to Juneau, Alaska in June 2008 for good, and Thomas Ashworth and Big Bobby will both have to move to Canada in June 2008 forever when I go back in time, okay? They'll still visit United States, but not to school in United States, okay? I live in Pensacola, Florida. But I'm not going to tell you where at this new house I live, and I'm not going to tell you where in Pensacola I live, because I do not want to give out my personal information. Okay? I was okay with moving to a new house with my family at the age of 1 through 12, but since I'm 22, I'm not. And I'm not going to tell you where I moved with my family because I do not want to give out personal information. Never, ever. And I'm not going to tell you where at the old house I want to go back to because I do not want to give out personal information. Never, ever. Just invent time travel for me so I can go back to June 2008, so I could go back to Wednesday, June 4th, 2008, turning 10 years old, so I can go back to August 2008, being a third grade student at Bow Angels, staying in room 518 for the rest of the day. Okay, bye.